In this video, we're going to talk about the best training split for you. What's up, guys? If this is our first time meeting, my name is Ryan Treadaway. I'm the founder of TreadawayTraining.com, where we offer online and face-to-face training services for busy professionals looking to lose more weight in less time. Now, this topic is a little bit of a step back from the series that we've been doing. We've been talking about how to make your own workout program. And if you want to look at the series, I've linked to the playlist up in the cards and down in the description below. This is definitely part of that series, but it's not necessarily one of the levels of the pyramid like we've been doing each week, how we've been doing one level, then the next level, then the next level. This is more of an overall concept. So what is a training split anyway? And this will make more sense. A training split is simply how you organize your training throughout the week. So it's kind of how you organize all of the variables that we've been talking about. An example of this that's probably the most popular example is the body part per day split, or the bro split as some people like to call it. Well, in other words, this is your chest on Monday, your back on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, shoulders on Thursday, and arms on Friday, that type of deal. You work out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, you do one body part per day. So let's talk about the pros and the cons of the body part per day split. The pros is that it seems to be very enjoyable. Most people that have done the body part per day split really like doing it. They have fun while they're in the gym, and that's a very important part of actually sticking to your workout. I'll throw the adherence pyramid up on the screen so you can see that from the beginning of this series, and you'll see that the enjoyment is a very important aspect of your workout. And it's even more important than the optimal portion, which would be this tiny little section of the pyramid up here. And that's really all the body part per day split has going for it, though. The big con to the body part per day split is that we're not getting enough frequency, where frequency is the number of times per week that we work each muscle group. And if you want to learn more about frequency, I'll link a video up in the cards and down in the description if you want to check that out. Studies have shown that working each muscle group twice per week is more effective than working each muscle once per week. Whether 3 times is more effective than 2 remains to be seen, but we definitely know that working each muscle group twice per week is more effective than once per week. And with the body part per day split, you're only working each muscle group 1 time per week. Now let's move on to the push-pull leg split. If you watched my last week's video, you'll already know exactly what this is going to mean, but for those of you who haven't, the 6 movement patterns that we have are going to be our vertical pushes, our horizontal pushes, our horizontal pulls, our vertical pulls, our hip hinges, and our squats. And so you'll kind of already know how this is going to go. On the push days, you're going to have your horizontal pushes and your vertical pushes, and you can also throw in some tricep work on the end of those days. With the pull days, you're going to do your vertical pulls, your horizontal pulls, and biceps. And then on the leg days, then you're going to do your hip hinges and your squats. And you can throw on some calves at the end of that day. The way most people will approach this will be push-pull legs, off. So you'll work out 6 days per week, and then you'll have that one off day. So the pros is that you're working each muscle group twice per week, and your workouts aren't going to be that long because you are dividing your work across 6 days. But the fact that you're working out 6 days is also the con to this. Me personally, I've actually never ran a push-pull leg split simply because it's impossible for me to get in the gym 6 days per week. Currently, I'm working out 3 days per week, which we'll talk about towards the end of this video when we talk about how we can mix and match these splits together. The next training split is the upper lower split. And as the name suggests, you're doing upper body one day, lower body the next. And this one, since you're only working out 4 days per week, you have a little bit more flexibility here. So you could do upper, lower, off, upper, lower, off, off. So you could do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and you can spread those out however you want throughout the week. So you could do upper, lower, off, off, upper, lower, off, and just however you want to make that work. I would recommend, if possible, to take a rest break in the middle there, so at least have a upper, lower, and then an off day in the middle and then do upper lower again. But if you had to do all 4 days in a row, it's not going to be quite as big of a deal with this split, because you are having, you know, upper, lower, and then upper again. So you have that day in the middle where you're not going to be working your upper body muscles. So you'll at least have rested those particular muscle groups somewhat before you go in there and hit those again. The upper lower split is my personal favorite. The pros to this one is that you're going to be only working out 4 times per week. So it allows you to have more off days and allows you that freedom to kind of stick those workout days in wherever you can throughout the week. So in other words, if you have something come up on Monday, it's not quite as big of a deal because you can just take that workout and stick it in some other day of the week, or you could just shift the whole week back one day. You have a lot more freedom. Whereas if you're doing the push-pull leg split and you have something come up on one day, then that's already used your only day off that you get for the whole week, and then you have to go the other 6 days no matter what. So there's a lot less flexibility and a lot less freedom when it comes to the push-pull leg split. The drawback to the upper lower split is that your workouts are going to be a little bit longer with the push-pull legs. So assuming that you're doing the same amount of work with each of these training splits, obviously the more days per week that you go to the gym, you're able to spread out the workload across more days. That means your workouts will obviously be shorter. So since we're doing 4 workouts instead of 6 workouts, those workouts will be a little bit longer in comparison to the workouts during the push-pull leg split. And the fourth and final of the most popular training splits is going to be your full body split. And again, pretty self-explanatory. It simply means you're going to hit every body part each time you go in the gym. And I have a lot of my clients running full body splits simply because, like I said at the beginning of the video, I work mostly with busy professionals who are looking to get more results with less time invested in the gym. So most of my clients don't have the luxury of going 4, 5, 6 times per week to the gym. So what I'll do a lot of the times is I'll do a 3-day per week full body split. And the benefit here is that you can go less days per week. You could actually go only twice per week if you have long enough available to spend at the gym, because since we're hitting each muscle group, if we hit each muscle group twice per week, remember we talked about frequency a minute ago, if we hit every muscle group twice per week and we're doing a full body split, that means we can get all of our workout done in only 2 days. And there's no hard data that I've seen to back this up, but I would be willing to bet that a 2-day per week full body split is going to be as optimal or close to as optimal as doing a 4-day per week upper lower split or a 6-day per week push-pull leg split. Now, the one big drawback that I would say is if you're doing only 2 workouts per week, those workouts are going to have to be very long in order to get enough volume in. Volume being the number of total sets that you hit per week. Again, video up in the cards and down in the description if you want to learn more about that. So in order to get enough work in only 2 workouts, we're going to be working out probably a couple hours each of these workouts. So this might not be doable for you. I know that some people will have a couple of days per week that they're able to go into the gym for a long time if they need to. And then there's other people who could go in the gym each day but have less time available when they do go in. So you just kind of have to balance which of these approaches is going to be better for you. A better approach as far as the full body workout is concerned would be to go 3 days per week, which is what I do with most of my clients. I'll have them do 3 full body workouts, so that way they're working out less days per week than with any of these other splits still. But since we're doing 3 workouts instead of 2 full body workouts, that does allow those workouts to be quite a bit shorter than if we were trying to fit all of our workout into 2 full body workouts. And that kind of brings me into my next point, which is there are an infinite number of ways that you can split up your training. For example, I told you we would talk about my training later in the video. I'm currently doing a mix between an upper lower split and a full body split. So what I'm doing is I'm doing an upper body day, a lower body day, and then a full body day. So it's 3 days per week, and it's not quite an upper lower split and it's not quite a full body split. It's a little bit of both. So you can mix and match these together. do keep that in mind. For example, if you had a lagging body part that you were wanting to grow, so like for guys, I know a lot of guys are wanting to build up their arms, for example. So you could go in and do upper lower, then a dedicated arm day. Or you could do 3 full body days and a dedicated arm day. Or let's say you wanted to do a push-pull leg split, but you only had 4 days available. What you could do in that scenario is you could do push-pull legs full body day. So then you get to do push-pull legs for 3 days of the week. So you're hitting each muscle group once per week. Then you add in that 4th day, which is a full body workout. So then you're still hitting every muscle twice per week. So you do push-pull legs, that's every muscle once. Full body, that's every muscle for the 2nd time. Or if you have 4 days available, you don't necessarily have to do an upper lower split. You could do upper lower full, or if you had 5 days per week, you could do push pull legs upper lower. The possibilities are endless here. So really it's whichever one of these that you want to do the most, and how many days per week you have available, and how much time you have when you go in the gym available. So if you want to work out several days a week and you have that availability to do so, you might want to do a push-pull leg split. You might want to do a 6-day per week workout. Remember back to that adherence pyramid. So the first level, the most important thing is to be realistic with your schedule. So let's say you're the type of person that we talked about where you have every day of the week available. You can go any day of the week, but you don't have very long that you can stay there each of these sessions. Then for you, a push-pull leg split might be the best option. So you can do push-pull legs off, push-pull legs, or you could do push-pull legs off. And then you'll have that 1 off day, and then you'll have 6 pretty short, fast workouts. And that might be the best option for you. Or you could be the person where you can only work out on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe you're slammed all the way through the week. Maybe you work 60, 70, 80 hours Monday through Friday, but you have Saturday and Sunday off. Well, you could do a full body workout Saturday and Sunday and get as good of results as any of these other examples. So keep in mind, you're probably gonna have to be there a couple hours, but if you have a lot of free time on Saturday and Sunday, but no free time on Monday through Friday, the 2-day per week full body split might be the best option for you. Or if you're somewhere in the middle, then you might want to stick with the upper lower split with the 4 days per week, or a 3-day per week full body split. Or you could do like I'm doing and do an upper day and lower day and a full body day. And the last thing that I want to point out here is that even within the same split, you can change up the emphasis. So let's say, for example, you're doing a full body split. Okay, let's say on the first day, your emphasis, even though you're doing full body, your emphasis is on lower body. The second day, your emphasis is on upper body. And then on the third, it's an even distribution of everything. So you can see, even within the same split, you can still make little variations to make it kind of suit what you want to do. Hopefully this has given you an idea of how to divide up your training. And I'm curious, out of all of the training splits that I've outlined for you in this video, or maybe there's one that I didn't discuss and you're running your own that's kind of a amalgamation of all of the ones that I've talked about, let me know what your training split is down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will be back Sunday on the Treadaway Training Blog to talk about this topic in more detail. So if you found this video interesting, make sure to join me there. As always, God bless you and your family, and I'll see you Sunday.